Hello?
Hello.
Yes,
Hi, Christian Peace. How are you?
I'm fine. Well, you called me, right?
Yes, yes, of course. I
Uh,
hope you remember me. I'm the engineer. Do you remember?
I don't really remember, so sorry. I remember Islam very well. Anything else I don't remember.
Okay, okay, no problem. I talked to you before 2 weeks, I guess, and
All right.
yeah, I was asking you too many questions, and now what you're talking about right now is beyond beyond crazy.
So you are an ex-Muslim, my friend?
No, no, I'm a Muslim, and
Oh, you're still Muslim.
yeah, I'm still a Muslim,
Hmm.
and we
But
I
you
don't I
are
don't
saying to me beyond the crazy. So how you stay as a Muslim and you believe it's crazy? What do you think then? I mean,
yeah, because my brain can't comprehend these facts. It's too much for me. These days, like I was listening to your podcast a lot, and I just don't know.
what do you think about what we say that Muhammad he saw the angel Jibril sitting on the throne of Allah, but yet this is the throne of Allah? How that can happen? What do you think? How he's an angel is
Yeah,
made to carry the throne, and we showed you the reference, in the Tafsir al-Tabari, where it says
yeah,
that Allah, Muhammad, he said, explain. He asked the angel, said, do you know why I created you? They said, no. He said, I created you so you can carry my throne. And this is the reference in front of us.
wow.
قالوا خلقتنا ربنا لما تشاء قال لهم تحملون عرشي. Do you speak Arabic?
No, no, I
No,
can't.
okay.
I can't.
So
Yeah.
Muhammad confirmed that Allah created the angels to carry the throne. So Jibril sitting in the throne doing what?
It's amazing for me. But if you don't mind, can I ask you one question? It's maybe off
Sure.
topic, but it's really what got me into it. You recently have a debate with one Muslim kid, I remember, and it's all about free wills.
Right.
And after that debate, I asked my Imam about the topic. If you remember the hadith, it claims that what's his name, Moses was defeated because of Adam present that he doesn't have a free will.
Mhm.
So I just presented that hadith to the Imam, and he told me this guy, this Christian Prince guy, doesn't have any idea of about the concept of qadr.
Mm. So what
So
what 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 is the answer? Okay, let us say I don't have any idea. What is the
yeah,
what is his idea? Let us hear.
yeah, he told me that Allah does not decree any presupposed free wills, but the concept of qadr at the meantime said he decrees.
What he decrees.
Human free will is
Okay.
presupposed by Allah.
Is is is
That
is
yeah.
uh, is this guy like? Did you ask him to come and debate me, challenge me live, and you watch?
Yeah, he refused. He
Why?
said you're rude.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
so if somebody is rude, then you what? We will debate the one who agree with us.
I don't know. I don't know.
You see, if we go right now and we look in the Quran, I wish this guy he have the courage. He will not debate me because
Yeah.
simply he knew he will be, he will be shish kebab. This is the whole point. All right. The Quran confirm in tons of verses that Allah, He is the one who guide who He wish, and He
Yeah.
mislead the one He wish. That is
Yeah.
this is a decree.
Yeah.
Because when you say it's Allah who decide who is going to be guided, it means this is guidance not for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, if
It's
guidance is for everybody, and then people they have a free will, there is no need to say Allah He guide who will and He misguide who don't, or
yeah.
He will. So why the Quran says that?
Yeah. There
You
is no
know,
free will in that statement.
there's no
No
free
way.
will. And the
No
hadith
way.
itself, the one we spoke about, Adam,
Yeah.
Moses was blaming Adam for his sin, right?
Yeah.
So Adam he says, "Do you blame me?" When somebody says to you, "Do you blame me?" It's mean you cannot blame me, right?
True.
Yeah. So
True.
what this guy saying that I have no idea.
yeah, he tried to define the concept of qadar for me, but the so-called qadar is also the same thing. I couldn't accept it because it says like Allah decrees His will on His apostles, not
Let me ask
nothing
you. Let
about
me ask
free
you.
will.
Do
Yeah.
people they fight each other because it is their will? They kill each other because it's their will or the will of Allah? What do you think?
I believe it's their will.
Okay. The verse in the front of us, chapter 2, verse number 253.
Mm.
Do you have Quran with you?
Not right now. Not.
Well,
I'm on my phone calling you.
which translation you like to read it from? If there's a favorite translation you want.
Translation.
Hmm.
Who do you say? Yusuf Ali would be
Yusuf Ali.
good.
Let us go to Yusuf Ali,
Yeah.
chapter 2, verse number 253. Look what it says. Those messengers we endowed with gifts, some above others. To one of them Allah spoke, others he raised degrees of honor. To Jesus, the son of Mary, we gave clear signs and strengthened him with the Holy Spirit. If Allah had so willed, succeeding
Yeah.
generation would not have fought among each other.
Wow.
If Allah will, if Allah He will that
Wow.
not to happen, they will not. So this is Allah will. After a clear
Wow.
sign had come to them, but they
Wow.
choose wrongly, some believing and other rejection. If Allah had so willed, again, they would not have fought each other, but Allah fulfilled His plan. Do you see it?
Wow.
So why they are against each other and why they don't agree with each other and why they kill each other? Because simply this is Allah will and this is Allah plan.
Wow.
So how
I
this Sheikh he
can't.
says Christian Prince he do not know what he's talking about. Allah is making it clear that if it's not my will, they will not fight each other. If not my will, they will not go in disagreement with each other. So all the fighting and all the disagreement with each other, fighting each other, killing each other, it was to fulfill the plan of Allah, not their plan. This is the plan of Allah. So how he
Wow.
say that I don't understand what destiny in Islam mean? Destiny in Islam is very clear. Everything people they kill each other because Allah he wanted them to kill each other, right?
Wow. Wow.
So if this guy he have a courage, tell him, uh, if a Christian prince is rude as you claim, well, that will help you to expose him because a rude person people will not listen to him. You
Yeah.
know, because
Yeah.
obviously he is not. You see, if somebody is just being rude, this person is not qualified even to listen to because he's being rude. But maybe for this guy, he's obviously he knew that rude for him. I say the truth, and he cannot defeat the truth. So the only way to escape what is going to come from this debate is to say this guy is rude.
Yeah. It's very hard to defend that, to be honest, because it's all there. I mean.
Everything in Islam is about Allah will. You see, like
Yeah.
as an example, based
Mm.
on this, the verse I just showed you, speaking about the Christians, he's saying
Yeah.
that they disagree with each other because this is Allah will. So we as a Christians, we did not
Yeah.
Allah he sent us a clear sign and then we choose wrongly, but yet it's he's saying it is His will that we fight with each other. It is His will that we will disagree with each other, and then this is His plan. So that's mean if this is the will of Allah to guide us, then we will be guided. In
Wow.
different verse in the Quran says the following.
Wow.
Let us go to this one. Look what the Quran said.
Okay, just 1 second. I wanna write this verse. Okay, go on, go on.
Chapter 4, verse number 88.
Okay.
Let us read. The Muslim translation, they use the word in Yudlil. It says send astray, which is very
Mhm.
funny. Chapter 4, verse number 88. Let us see what it says. It says, why should ye divide into two parties about the hypocrites? Allah has
Ah,
upset them for their evil deeds. Would ye guide these or those whom Allah has thrown out of the way? For those whom Allah has thrown out of the way, never shalt you find the way. And by the way, this is a false translation because the word yudlil, it's mean
Yeah.
deceive. If you change the translation, you will see the translator, he come with different words. Have nothing to do with the verses, the previous translation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he says to them, look, what
Mm.
allieth you that you are become two parties regarding the hypocrites when Allah cast them back to disbelieve? Who is the one cast them to disbelieve? Allah.
Salah.
Okay,
Salah.
this is the, by the way, still this is a false translation because it does not say that. It says Allah is the one who deceived them because of
Mm.
what they earned. Seek ye to guide him whom Allah has sent astray. Can you guide the one who Allah misguide? So Muhammad, so Allah saying to the to Muhammad supposedly, do you think you can guide the one who I misguide?
Wow.
What is more clear than this?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot guide the one Allah, when the Muslim they say here in their false translation, the one who Allah sent astray. How you can send somebody astray?
Yeah.
You fool him,
If you're, yeah,
you
yeah,
deceive
if
him.
you're the God, yeah,
They're trying to use a nicer word from deceiving. They say he sent him astray. How he sent him astray? So the guy did not choose to go astray. It is Allah who sent him astray.
yeah,
And Allah
clearly.
saying, do you think you can guide the one who I misguide? You cannot. You know. And there is tons of verses in the Quran like this. Chapter 4, verse number 143. It says exactly the same. Do you
Yeah,
think you can guide the one who I misguide?
wow,
Read carefully with me. Swaying between this and that, belonging neither to those nor to those. I don't know what does that mean. Stupid translation. He whom
yeah,
Allah has caused to go astray, though O Muhammad will not find a way to him. It's Allah who sent him astray.
wow. Basically, in Islam, it is only Allah's will, I guess.
It's only Allah will, and at the same time, Allah will had not do nothing. You know, Allah will proven to be false will because simply, you know, when we ask the Muslims, as an example,
Yeah,
if Allah he said in the Quran to the shaitan that you have no authority over my followers except the criminals, the one who follow
wow,
thee. Okay, the Quran confirm that only the criminals who they follow shaitan have authority over them. Then how Muhammad receives satanic verses? Inna ibadi
mm.
laysa laka alayhim sultan illa man ittaba'aka min al-ghawin. Chapter 15 verse number 42.
15, 15.
15 verse number 42.
Okay, okay, just,
Certainly you shall have no authority over my slaves except those who follow you,
yeah,
of the bad people, the criminals, and those, and look here the translation, mushrikeen, and those who go astray, and the criminals and polytheists and the evildoer. So shaitan have no authority except only those people. How shaitan gave Muhammad satanic verses? How the Muslims admit that Muhammad was controlled by black magic? Because the black magic is a satanic act.
yeah. But when actually, I've also raised this question for him. He said the prophet is a mere human being, so this kind of things might happen to him.
My friend,
It's not a big
this
deal.
guy he gave you a stupid answer because Allah is speaking about his servants and all of them they are a human being. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, so Allah says you have no authority over my servants or my slaves. Who is the slaves of Allah? The Muslims.
Yeah.
So Muhammad is one of those Muslims, and Muhammad should be more protected from all the Muslims because the Quran says inni asimuka min al-jannati wan nas. I protect you from the mankind and from the genie. Allah he promised him that. So how he
Wow.
promised him that he is protected from the genie and from the mankind, and yet Muhammad was controlled by Satan, and Muhammad he was controlled by black magic. Muhammad received satanic verses, How that happen? Obviously, the will of Allah doesn't make any sense. Allah, He
Yeah.
made the promise that you know, and those promises cannot be fulfilled. If you go to chapter 40, verse number 33, look what it says.
Yeah. Just 1 minute.
Chapter
Okay.
40, verse number 33. A day when you shall turn your backs and flee. No defender shall you have from Allah. Any whom Allah leaves astray, there is none to guide.
Wow.
So there is none to guide. Nobody can guide you. Allah is the one. And but again, this is a false translation. This is a false translation again.
Wow.
You know, do you
How could you
remember that
defend
Muhammad he
that?
forgot Quran?
Yes, yes, I remember that.
Okay. In the Quran, Allah he said to Muhammad,
Mhm.
سنقرؤك فلا تنسى.
What?
سنقرؤك فلا تنسى. This is I'm here. I'm quoting things for you to show you the will of Allah. Chapter
Okay.
87, verse number 6. What does that mean? We will give you the Quran, and you will not
Yeah.
forget the Quran. Okay. But
Wow.
but Muhammad forgot the Quran. How Allah he promised Muhammad not to forget the Quran, and then Muhammad he forget the Quran?
Yeah, it is. It is very difficult to be a rational person and to believe in this, to be honest. And the answers you're gonna get are not even convincing. Okay, for example, is the Suleiman carpet metaphorical or
No, no,
realistic?
it's a physical, because
According,
as you see, it says carry his soldiers, his army, the chicken army, the bird army, the genie army. Even in some interpretation, they give you the number of the chairs, 600,000 chairs. So this is not a
the,
metaphorical.
yeah, that's in the tafsir, right?
Yeah,
Does it
even in the
clearly?
Quran, even in the Quran, my friend, the Quran says, speak
Can
clearly that this
can you?
Sulaiman he have a control of the wind, and what the flying carpet do exactly that he have control of the wind. The wind carry the flying carpet. It's not the flying carpet itself who fly. He controlled the wind. He ordered the wind, and the wind carry it. Okay.
Uh,
So
uh,
so the
okay.
Quran, uh, uh, the Quran confirm that he have a control of the wind, and this wind goes by noontime a distance of like he carry him. This wind carries Suleiman and his army, his kingdom, by noontime the distance of 1 month. ولسليمان
Wow.
الريح عاصفة تجري بأمره إلى الأرض التي باركنا فيها وكنا بكل شيء عالمين. It's to Suleiman, we gave
Yeah.
the command of the wind, and it goes by his control. Okay, to do what exactly? To carry him from a place to a place.
Wow.
You know
Wow.
what the wind will
Ah,
do, Suleiman? He will turn it as a fan for the heat. No, it was about he traveled from place to place using the wind. And how he used the wind? It's a flying carpet. As
wow.
simple as that.
So it's clear it's not metaphorical because
You see, read the
it's
translation.
yeah,
You said to me, you read the translation of Yusuf Ali, right? And we
yeah.
command subservient to Suleiman the wind, blowing violent, pursuing its course by his command to the land which we had blessed. So this wind carries Suleiman from land to land.
Yeah.
And how we understand what happened here? We read what the Muslim believe. The Muslim believe that there's a flying carpet carry all the kingdom of Sulaiman, all his soldiers, all his chairs, all his equipment, the chicken army, the pig, the genie. Because remember, Sulaiman he have an army of genies, and even he have divers of genies. And even
Wow.
Muhammad he confirmed in the Quran that there is a special bird in the kingdom of Sulaiman. His name is Al Hudhud, and he is the minister of irrigation, and he worked other part time to look for women for Sulaiman who have no hair in their legs. His name is Al Hudhud.
Wow. Yeah. When you ask those questions, it's always metaphorical or
What
it's just
metaphorical? It's a bird.
descriptional.
What
It's
metaphorical?
clear.
I
It's
I
clear.
and, uh, I challenge any Muslim to show me how can be metaphorical. This guy is a chicken. He chicken his army. He heard the ants speaking. Is that metaphorical? He arrived to the valley of the ant. Is that metaphorical? He heard the ant saying to the other ants, hide, otherwise the Suleiman is going to crush you. Is that metaphorical? What metaphorical? He came to the birds. He said, where is the hub? If he did not give me a reason for his absence, I'm going to slaughter him and make him shish kebab. Is that metaphorical? The bird, he came back, he said, I found there a woman ruling over them and provide he started giving this description that they are worshiping the sun, and she have a magnificent throne, and etc. And then in the interpretation give more details that she have no hair in her legs, blah 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 blah. So what metaphorical? When Allah he says that 8 angels carry his throne, is that metaphorical? No. Because even Muhammad, he claimed, we show you the hadith, Muhammad he said that when Allah, before Allah created the creation, there was he was between above him there is air, underneath of him there is air, and he was above the cloud, and then he created the throne. So throne, in order to be not metaphorical, should not be created. You know what I mean, if it's metaphorical, we do not need to create something. It is metaphorical.
Yeah.
But as long it's created, obviously it's not metaphorical.
Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense.
All the reference we have in front of us, it's proving that there's nothing here is metaphorical. And as you see, the Quran confirmed that everything is by the will of Allah. Why people they fight with each other? Because it was the will of Allah. You see, the Muslims, they say, and I'm sure they taught you this as a Muslim, that the Bible is corrupt. Is that correct?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
True. Some verses like John 18 are not around when the time of the early church fathers.
No,
it's a new.
My friend, those are theories. Those are theories because we have many manuscripts, and if they could not find it in a manuscript they have, doesn't mean it's not exist. Because simply, if somebody says to you, okay, I checked the manuscript of this museum, and in this manuscript I could not find this verse, doesn't mean it's not exist. Because there's thousands and thousands of manuscripts, and the Bible is written in many languages. So in order to say this is not exist, you cannot go by just a manuscript and say in this manuscript we cannot find it. You have to check them all. Same time, even if there is a verse is missing from the Bible, let's say for the sake of argument, that will not change anything, and that will not make the Bible not corrupt. Because if that verse in total agreement with all the Bible, that means nothing change. If I say right now that Jesus is God and he is our savior, and I add a verse, let us say I want to corrupt the Bible, I add a verse to John, the book of John, but that changed nothing. From the beginning of John it says that Jesus is God. If the whole book saying that Jesus is God, correct?
Okay.
And I am, as a Christian, I decide to make a corruption. Let us say I'm an evil man, I want to corrupt the Bible, so I added one verse says Jesus is God, but that will not change anything, because it says all over the Bible that Jesus is God. So what this corruption would do? What is, when somebody speak of a corruption, the corruption have to come with some change. Do we agree?
Some change of
the belief, change of the belief. Otherwise, there's no point of the corruption.
Okay, true,
right?
True.
Like if I wanna sell you a car, and you will not buy my car because it have a high mileage. So what I do? I change the mileage to make you what? In purpose to make you believe that my car is a good condition, and you will buy it. But making a change and the change in total agreement with the rest of the book, this is not, that doesn't make sense. Nobody would do that because it's nothing changed. It's the same. If I go right now, like you see, Jehovah's Witnesses, they change the translation in the Bible. As an example, they say in the beginning, in John chapter 1 verse number 1, it says in the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was a God. By adding a, you made a big difference, because but you make it, there's many gods when you say a God. So here it make a difference, even if it's a letter. You see, it's a letter, not a verse. A letter will make a big difference in the meaning. So if when we speak about corruption, the corruption should be doing harm to the belief. If anything is exist, it does not provide contradiction for the rest of the belief, then that is not effective, and that there's no person would do such a thing to corrupt. If he's a good believer, why he would corrupt something in total agreement? I mean, what the point? He did not add anything to the faith, he did not change the faith.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have much knowledge about the Bible,
Yeah,
so
but if we
I
go
couldn't say
back,
much.
my friend, if we go back to the hadith, when Muhammad he
Yeah,
said that Allah, before he created his creation, there was nothing. He was above the cloud. In the top of him there is air, and underneath of him there is air. And
in the
then
what?
Muhammad he said,
Yeah.
I said, O Messenger of Allah, where was our Lord before he created his creation? He said, he was above the cloud, below which was air, and above which was air.
Mm,
Okay. And
mm.
then he continues say, and water. And then he created his throne above the water. Here we have a problem. Either the Muslim, they have to accept that this is a corruption, or they have to explain to us how such a thing happened. Because if Allah did not create anything yet, how there is
Yeah.
air and cloud and water? And why
Can you
Allah all this time did not have a throne? So why he created a throne? What the point of the throne?
can you give me the hadith number? Because
Oh, this is in exist in many hadith, not only in one. It doesn't matter what depend what one you want.
mm,
You know.
yeah, because this is a dilemma, you know. I hope he will be decent enough
Well, this one
to
is Sunan
come
Ibn Majah.
have.
Sunan Ibn
Okay,
Majah. Somebody is posting the reference for you in the text in the chat. You can click on it and you can open it. So
okay.
it exists all over in many hadith, many locations, and it's explained to us that until the point of Allah creation, started creating things, there was no throne. So why Allah he needed a throne? What is the throne
Yeah,
for?
yeah,
When the
yeah,
Quran says Allah al arsh istawa, they say to you, we don't discuss how he elevate himself. Ask any scholar, they will say to you, we don't discuss. Why we don't discuss? Do you know why? Because Islam is a stupid religion, full of confusion, and they
mm,
found that if they try to discuss that, they will reach nothing, and they will reach the point that Allah must be a man. Because if the throne is not metaphorical, and the throne is physical, and the throne is carried by angels, so Allah he level himself in the top of the throne to do what exactly? What is
it's
a throne
it's
for? I mean, what
difficult.
is a throne for if it is not physical? Because if by the way, you as a Muslim, what they taught you about Allah, is he a spirit or he's a physical being?
Uh, the hadith says actually the hadith he tell us like he have hands and
The Quran
he's a
confirmed that.
physical being
The
as
Quran
a
confirmed
Sunni
that Allah
also.
have hands. No, not only the hadith.
Yeah,
The Quran and the hadith, they confirm that Allah have hands, Allah have a shin, Allah have face, Allah have eyes, Allah he have ears. So Allah is a physical being. Islam is not a spirit. In Christianity, God is a spirit. His existence has nothing to do with the existence of the body. You see, a Muslim once he said to me, can you believe in the Trinity? So where was the Trinity before the birth of Jesus? So he think the Trinity is a physical being of a body. His name is Jesus, and if there is no Jesus as a physical being, the Trinity is not
yeah.
there. But this is not the Trinity. This is not what obviously you don't understand. Jesus,
You
first of
see,
all, God did not appear for us first time as Jesus as a man. God, he came to Abraham before in the Bible as a man. So Christian don't believe that the first time God came as a man, it was only in the time of Jesus. There's many stories in the Bible confirm that to us. And even Jesus himself, he said, Abraham, he saw me and he witnessed my day. The Jews, they said to him, how Abraham, he saw you and he witnessed you when you are not even 50 years old? He said,
yeah.
before Abraham, I am. So his
You
existence have nothing to do with his birth.
You see, Christian Prince, the difficulty with Christianity for me is the Trinity. You know, how do you explain? How could one be three,
My
three,
friend,
one?
I will explain that to you from the Quran, just to make it easier for you, if you don't mind.
From where?
From the Quran, if you don't mind.
Tawhid. Oh, okay,
Uh,
let's see.
You know, you are lucky. My mouse is not working. I cannot move it in the screen. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Let me bring the other mouse. Hold on. Let me see this one. Okay, this one is working. All right. Let me explain to you the Trinity from the Quran. You see, I don't try to explain the Trinity for you from the Bible, because at the end of the day, you as a Muslim, you don't believe in the Bible. So why I want to waste my time? Let us go to the Quran. In the Quran, we will find the following. There's a verse in the Quran confirm that the Trinity is wrong. It's false teaching. But is the same verse
Yeah,
is the same
true.
verse prove to us that the Trinity is correct. Chapter 4, verse number 171. I will open the translation which you like, Yusuf Ali.
Yeah.
Okay. O people of the book, commit no excuse in your religion, nor say of Allah aught but the truth. Christ Jesus, the son of Mary, was no more than a messenger of Allah and his word. So let us count together. What the Quran confirmed, that Jesus was a messenger, that means he was a man.
Yes.
Then he was a word, okay,
A word of who?
of Allah. He's a word of Allah. The Quran says that. And his word, which bestowed on Mary, and his spirit. He's what? He's a spirit. What kind of spirit? Proceeding from him. Proceeding from who? From God. Supposedly Allah is God, right? Okay. So now, what we notice here, we notice that Jesus is a man. In the same time, he is a word. In the same time, he is a spirit. A three in one. So is the Trinity is a fact or it's a fiction?
Christian Prince, this is beyond my mental capacity. To be
No,
honest,
it's not.
I
It's not. Just
don't.
think, take it easy. If the Quran itself, the same verse saying to us, there's say no Trinity, don't say Trinity. Look how stupid this verse. The same verse says say no Trinity, say no Trinity. Don't say that. There's no Trinity. Is the same verse confirming the Trinity? You just said to me that it's possible that one person can be three in the same time, and it's still him. Jesus, before he became a man, he was what? He was a word. So he was a word, and that word sent to Mary,
Yeah.
and
This.
he became a man, and he is a spirit in the same time. He have a spirit, and this spirit proceeding from God. Well, this is exactly what Christianity is teaching, that God is one, God the spirit, God the word, God the man. So the same verse saying to us that there's no Trinity is the same verse confirming that the Trinity is a fact and every Muslim should believe in it. How he say there's no Trinity, but yet the Quran says Jesus is a three in one? You just
It's
said to me there's no Trinity.
okay. This is unbelievable. To be honest, it is basically the division of Allah. I mean,
This is this is the delusion of Satan. Satan, he says, Satan, he come to you in many doors. If you are a person who like gambling, he can come to you from the door of gambling. You like money, he come to you from money. You are religious, he come to you from the window of religious. You know, if he, Satan is like a water trying to leak into your house. If he could not get from the window, he get from the door. If he cannot get from the door, he get from the roof. It depends what you open for him. You have to open for him a door or an option to go through. So he look at you. You are a religious person. Okay, I will come to them from the door of religion. I will come to them with Muhammad. You are a person who like women. Okay, I will provide you sex. And you will notice that Islam is a collection of all the devil tools. Heaven in Islam is a porno style heaven. What heaven in Allah? If I go right now to Islam in the heaven of Allah, I open now the door in the heaven of Allah and I see Shabir Ali and Zakir Naik. If I say Assalamu alaikum, nobody will answer me, because according to them, everyone will be holding his clothes between his teeth, having sex. Shabir Ali will be holding his dress between his teeth, and he will say to me, Christian, what are you doing here? Because he cannot open his mouth. He's holding his dress, his Islamic dress, and he's having sex. He's holding women between his hand. This is heaven, and this is God. So Islam is a satanic religion. There's no question about that. Because if Islam is about being good, good does not mean you give me slaves, boys to serve me for eternity. God will not abuse boys. Do you really like to have boys to serve you for eternity? Muslim, they
What?
lie to us. They say Allah is against slavery. This is a big fat lie. The Quran make slavery as a big part of Islam. And Muhammad himself, he owned many slaves, and he died, he owned slaves, and he never freed them. Muhammad himself, he encourages slavery. Muhammad himself, he make money from slavery. And then in the heaven of Allah, we will find that there's 80,000 women at least having been in my bed created for my sex desire. That is God slavery. Those
Wow.
women, even Allah, he says in the Quran that Allah will take their jealousy.
Mm, mm.
What kind of,
You
you
know,
see, like imagine you say to me, I will create for you a human, but I will take his jealousy. Huh?
mm,
What does that mean? That mean those Allah, he will strip them from their feeling.
yeah,
And what does that mean? That's mean they are zombie. They are living dead. Because to strip somebody from his feeling, what is left about him as a human being?
mm, mm.
Why they will not get jealous? The women in the heaven of Allah, they will not be jealous. What is that? Why a woman she will not be jealous?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
You know,
simply, and the Muslim, by the way, they made articles about it that Allah, he will take the jealousy of women in the heavens, so they will not be jealous from each other. You see, all of those promises made for the men. Even the Quran confirmed the size of their breast. I mean, why? What kind of God he confirmed to me? I saw a video of Didat speaking about the Song of Songs. He said this is porn. And Didat later he found the name of Muhammad in this book, which is the book of porn supposedly. But the Muslim will not. At least the Song of Songs is a song, is a poetry of a man. He is a king, and this king was a sinner man. It's not God talking. It's a song of a man. See, the Bible is book of books, and books of books mean there's many writers, and not necessarily God is writing. Which means there's people who said this, she said, he said, I said, you said. When
yeah,
God he says something, that's God talking. When God did not say, when David he talk, it's David talking. When Moses talk, it's Moses talking. When God says to Moses, do that, it's God talking. So how the Muslims explain to us in the Quran that the Quran describe even to us the size of their breast, and how he say,
wow.
فجعلهن أبكارا. He made them abkar. Nobody touched their private part. I mean, why you need to mention that to me? Why I need to know the situation, what is inside the vagina?
Wow.
What is the purpose of that teaching? Any Muslim wanna
Yeah,
tell me? I understand that you
yeah.
do not know, and your sheikh, he told you he is not willing to debate me because I'm rude. Well, obviously, all of them they are afraid because I'm rude. What rude mean? I'm going to get them busted.
Yeah, yeah. You know what, Christian Prince? I'll try to convince him to come to this platform, because all of this is beyond my capacity. So, otherwise, if he refuses, I'll come back towards you with more questions. I think
Try with
it is
someone else.
better.
Try with someone else. Try with
Yeah.
someone else. If you go, have you ever read chapter 55, verse number 56?
No. Remind me, please.
Let me go there, and I will show you all Muslim translation. And let us see how this religion can be a religion. How this book is a book of God. How this God can be God.
Mm.
Let us see. All right. This is the verse, and this is the Muslim translation. You will notice that many Islamic translation they change the words. In fact, there's only one of them. He did give a correct translation. His name is Halili and Khan.
Halili.
Halili and Khan. I see I'm showing all the translation. Here we go. This is a Muslim website. Have all the translation for the verse.
Okay.
I'm not choosing my, the one I prefer. You can read them all.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
translation. Look at this one. He says, and in them maidens with averted gallants and flowered and deflowered. What and deflowered mean? It's mean nobody have sex with them, right?
Yeah, true.
By man or genie before them. Okay, this is the Muslim translation. The fact here, if you go down, you will see it's not. Look at this guy here. He said, untouched by man or genie. What touched? Touch where? Where exactly we're talking about? This is not what the Quran is saying. If you go here, you will see it's giving you the correct words that
Yeah,
men they did not have intercourse with them and they did not bring their hymens. They did not bring that skin inside the vagina. So the Quran describe even the skin inside the vagina that it is brand new, never broken yet. Why Allah need to tell me that?
this is ridiculous.
What is the point that God Almighty is speaking about little piece of skin inside the woman vagina? I mean, we are talking about God, and God talking about what is inside the vagina to satisfy me. Who is the one? Who is the target of this speech? The Muslim Abdul. Allah is saying to them, what? I will give you a brand new vagina. No man, no genie touch it. And what do you mean genie? Genie are sleeping with the women too. Yes, in Islam they teach them a lot of stupid things, that genies they sleep with women.
Yeah,
Who in the world
this
want to believe in
is
such a crazy
ridiculous.
madness? What genie sleep with women? How the genie can sleep with women?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Christian Prince. I think I'll try my best to convince him to come to this platform. Otherwise, I'll be back. This is too ridiculous
Yeah. Well, thank you very
to
much, my
rational
friend. If you
mind.
have any question
All right.
about Christianity, feel free to ask me. And trust me, my friend, go. I advise you to go and download the Gospel of Jesus, and you will read, and you will be amused, and you will be amazed of the beauty and the wisdom, and you will see how he used a different. Why Jesus did not describe for me what women I will have in heaven? Why he said actually Jesus? He said the opposite. He said he and she they will not get married in heaven. He and she they will be the same as angels. So obviously we have two different gods, we have two different heaven, and they are no match. Our heaven is not a pimp god house, it's not a prostitution house where everybody is holding his penis and jumping over someone. The heaven of God have nothing to do with this in Christianity. So why in Islam everything is about vagina and virgins and little slavery for boys and slavery for women, and women will take their jealousy from them? Why? What the point? Because this is a man-made religion made for the savage man in Arabia. The savage man
Mm,
in Arabia, he liked to drink, as an example. This is why the Quran promised them rivers of wine. They like to
mm,
drink. And the savage man in Arabia, he like women who they are white. So you see the Quran, that Muhammad, even in not only in the Quran, Muhammad he described for them that they are so white to the point we can see the marrow of their bones. Why we need to see the marrow of the bones? Is that because it's a beauty? Yes, it's a beauty for the Arab, because this is mean they are extremely white. Arab are racist people who like white, they hate black. It's a simple thing, it's not a secret.
mm.
So in order for Muhammad to seduce the Arab, he told them, okay, I will give you women who they are extremely white and extremely, you will like them extremely because simply they are extremely white to the point you can see through the marrow of their bones, which I find disgusting. This is not really beautiful for me. This is disgusting. Why I want to see? If I can see the marrow of the bones of my wife, that's mean I will see the food inside her. What is that?
Yeah.
If I can see the marrow of her bones because she is so white. Here Muhammad is trying to seduce men, to seduce them, to tempt them, because he's the devil, saying to them, look, the women you will get there is not just normal women. In different hadith, Muhammad he confirmed that those women there's women Allah will import from the hell. Why they
Wow.
will be import from the hell? Do you know?
No, no.
Allah will choose from the hellfire the best women for sex, the one who have a lot of expertise, and they are so beautiful. Those that work on prostitution, etc. Those Allah He will take them from hell and He will ship them to heaven to make the Muslim men happy. So Muhammad he promised them that Allah will take those women from the hell He will send them to heaven so they can sleep with them. And not only that, Allah, He chooses from those women who have a very good expertise in sex. He would choose from them the women who have a very beautiful breast and very beautiful vagina. If we go here,
Wow.
you will see this. Let's read together. There is no one whom Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will marry him to 72 wives from the Huri, and 2 from the Huris, and 70 from the inheritance from the people of hell. People of hell? What? Why women from hell they will come to heaven?
Yeah.
But look what he said.
Why would he
Yeah,
put
look what
him
he
there
said.
in the first place?
All those women, all of them, they share one thing. All of whom will have a desirable front passage, which means their vagina and their breast is so beautiful. So I have good news for you. Allah will take the best of the women from hell, the most beautiful women, who they are very good for sex. He will export them from hell, importing them to heaven. And those women, they have to have a special conditions. They have a very front, very beautiful front. Their vagina, their breast is so beautiful. And then he promised him that your male member, okay, you might be worried now, we have a lot of women for you to sleep with, so what about your male member will not function. So Allah, He promised Muhammad that the Muslims will have a male member that will never become a flaccid, i.e. soft or limp. What kind of God He makes such a change in the nature of the man to make his penis functioning 24 hours 7 days a week for eternity?
Wow.
You will not, the good news, you will not need Viagra in the heaven. That's what Muhammad is saying to you. This is heaven, this is God, and this is the Prophet. And we in heaven we have women imported from hell.
Yeah.
So if you are a good-looking woman who work as a prostitute and you have a very good nice breast and good nice vagina, don't worry, Allah will take you from hell because you have a special, you have a career, you have a good resume. Allah will search all the resume of the prostitutes in hellfire, and He will take them and He will send them to heaven of Islam, because Allah obviously He need them there. Their job, their career is not over yet. Allah, He need their specialty, He need their career.
Yeah, Christian Prince. I guess it's too much for me right now, to be honest.
Well, my friend, what too much? Just denounce Islam right now, and say Muhammad is a false prophet, and let me invite you to accept the Messiah, the Lord of the Lord, the wise of the wise, the King of the King, the one who say no bad words, the one who speak no shame. That is my Lord, and this is the one you are following right now, my friend. Why you want to follow a man like this? Do not upset. What are you waiting for? I mean, you might go to sleep. You don't wake up tomorrow. You don't know. Maybe me. I will go to sleep today. I never wake up tomorrow. Right? We do not know who's going to live until maybe after 5 minutes we die. Maybe a second from now. Salvation, my friend. Salvation. The second you breathe and your last breath come out, that's it. You lost your way of salvation. I'm inviting you. So you accept. You don't accept. This is your choice. But remember, one day you will be questioned by the Lord. Did this guy told you? Did he warn you? Did he show you? Did he spend his time with you? What you will say?
But you see, Christian Prince, we need this conversation more, because I have to know about the Christian phase too, because I cannot just jump in, because I'm
My friend,
in
feel free.
confusion right now.
I'm not going to. I'm not forcing you. Anytime
Yeah.
you have a question, please feel free, and
Yeah.
you can call me. No problem. All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Take care, my friend. Take care.
All right.
I will pray for you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Let us pray for this gentleman, that may the Lord open his eyes and make him make a decision. Obviously, he is already out, but he don't have enough courage to say, to say what is what he should say. Sometimes this is a very hard decision. It's not easy. I understand. This guy is born in an Islamic family. His family will go against him. His society will go against him. There's a lot of things, but you can still choose between God and man. One of the reasons I am who I am today, without describing to you who I am really much, that I don't follow what the man want. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Christian Prince. I'm a Christian living in the Middle East, and I started following your channel like 6 months ago,
All right.
and I was very impressed by the work you do. Very impressed. And I thank the Lord like for having people like you to to expose Islam like in the way that in the way that you do.
Thank you very much.
But yeah. I have a small question. You spoke about Islam being like having this concept of fate. Like even Adam, he had his sin made for him like 40 years ago or something like that.
Right.
And my question is, I've been reading through the Bible like these past few days, and I came across a very interesting verse. It's in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10.
Okay.
Can I read it for you? Is
Sure. Go
that
ahead.
fine?
Go ahead.
Okay, so what it says is that I quote: "For we are God's workmanship, created in Jesus, in Christ Jesus, to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do."
Yeah.
And that's the verse. So I was like comparing, like, how does that compare like to Muslims having faith and being like told in advance in terms of their sin is being
You see the Messiah. What the Messiah he said. He's in many places. The Bible is not just a phrase; it's a book. And the Messiah he confirmed that the tree will not give fruit, will be cut off and thrown in the fire. Right.
yes,
So
yep,
to be followers of the Messiah, we have to give fruits. We will not go to heaven because we give a fruit, but it's automatic things to happen, because when the second you follow the Messiah, from their fruits you will be known. So fruit is like something automatic. It's like the second you became a person who follow a person, then the fruit of that person you follow is going to come out. The same as the one who followed the devil. If a person following the devil, the fruit of the devil will come, right? So
yes,
the good work is prepared for us, is still a choice for us to do or not to do. As an example, Jesus himself, he elect 12 disciples, correct?
yes, correct,
Okay,
yep.
so those are chosen one. But
Mm.
even the chosen one, we know that one of them,
One of them
he,
left,
he, he
exactly. Yes,
betrayed Jesus, so still the free will is there. So imagine, in Christianity, even the one who was chosen by God, what more than that? You
mm.
became a disciple. This is a big honor to be. Like, imagine I am a disciple of Jesus. I mean, that will be the biggest honor ever I can receive. So even the disciple of Jesus who is a chosen, he have a freedom to leave. So the Messiah, when the Bible speak about the good
Prepared for it.
work, yes, but still we are people who choose to be with the good or to be with the bad. Even Jesus said to Peter, you will deny me, right?
That's
And
true.
he did.
Yes,
So even Peter, who is with Jesus, he have the free will to deny or not to deny, yet he deny. Jesus said you will deny. It's not a fate as much it is, I know what you will do, right?
yeah, mm.
So in
Makes sense.
Christianity we don't have such a belief, and the Bible speak about the people who they are elected by God. God, he knew the bad and the good. He knew who is going to do good, he knew what he is going to do bad. So let us say already there is elected people, for he knew the future. But still, knowing the future does not
You
change the
have to
moment we
actually do
live
it.
in. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
he
true.
knew tomorrow. He knew that Judah is going to betray him. He knew that Peter is going to deny him. But yet he didn't. He knew exactly what they would do, and they have a choice to do or not to do. But yet,
That's
because
correct.
he knew already, we are elect, and already we are in our place. So if somebody asks me right now, is the names of those who will go to heaven is already written by God, I can say yes. But this is not destiny. This is
Hmm.
because he knew the future.
Foresight. Yes,
That
yes,
is not
yes. That makes
destiny.
sense.
You know, he knew exactly. Like, there's things now I do not know what I will do tomorrow, but he knew. This is the difference between me and him. I know
Yeah,
at the end of the month what will happen to me. I do not know. I know what happened to me until now. After 1 minute, I don't know. So
that's true.
in Islam, as we saw in many places, everything happened by the will of Allah. As an example, when the Muslim they speak about the Bible is corrupt,
Hmm.
each time the Muslim don't dare to debate me about any topic. And by the way, the Muslim they debate only about one topic, the Trinity. right?
Trinity, yes.
Yeah, because this is because they try to avoid speaking about their cult to make it it's about as of worshiping one God or 10 God. You see,
Even
the
the
stupidity is
confirm.
amazing. Hold on, the stupidity is amazing. Why? Because if there is a religion worship 1,000 God, and then there is 1,000 God, that will not make them wrong because there is 1,000 God.
Yes,
You're
yes,
getting my point?
yes,
So how many they
yes.
are it will not make any difference. What will make a difference is if it is really exists, that person you are talking about, or the 1,000 they are talking about. If Muslim they believe in one God, but still they cannot prove that he exists. If they
Yes.
believe in one God, but he is stupid, he says that the women have a sperm coming from the ribs. Who care about how many they are? So the Muslims, because they are very silly people, they focus in the stupidity to avoid what is important.
Exactly.
You,
They
you,
focus on the most disgusting stuff. Like they talk about sex. They talk
yeah,
about things which are
you
not
said you
scientific.
live in the Middle East, right? You watch Islamic
Yeah.
TV, you will see the guy calling the TV says, "Assalamu alaikum, brother. I want to ask, can I shave my private part using a
Like
knife
the most
or
stupid question.
made
That's
in
true.
Taiwan?" I mean, this is what they are. This is what they're busy about. People they went
Yes.
to the moon, they came back many times, and still they are talking about if I can shave my private part. So it's a silly religion, and the purpose of this silliness is Muhammad trying to keep them busy, not to think about what is important.
The bigger things. That's right. Yeah.
You see, there's something people don't focus in. It's called the terror of mythology. The terror. See, if you have a child, there's many families when their child is so young, they scare the hell of him. They say to him, "There's shaitan there. There's a genie there." So the guy he will grow up a coward. He don't even dare to walk at night alone.
Mm. Yes.
But why they say
Yeah.
that to him? They want to avoid him from going out at night by himself so nobody kidnap him. So they start fabricate stories. Says that a genie, there's shaitan, he will eat you. There's a beast will eat you. So the kid now in his mind,
He's
he grow
afraid.
up with such a brain, thinking that always
Yeah.
there's conspiracy against him. Muhammad he did the same exactly, to the point even if Muslim he want to go to the bathroom, he have to pray to Allah. He have to enter with certain foot, otherwise shaitan will play with his anus. If you sneeze, you are a target for the shaitan. If you yawn, you are a target for the shaitan. If you laugh, you are a target for the shaitan. If you eat with the left hand, you are a target for the shaitan. So Muhammad now he put a chains around all over you by
To
rules which
control
is,
their life.
yeah,
Yeah.
by superstition rules which is not exist. So now the Muslim he's worried, brother, I want to go to the bathroom. I need to say Allah, oh Allah, protect me and protect my blah 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 from the
You
shaitan,
need
blah
to
blah
step
blah
in
blah
with
blah
your
blah.
right foot as well. Yes.
Imagine if Muslim they practice this and we have a public bathroom.
We're gonna wait forever to get into the bathroom.
Every Muslim woman and every Muslim man before they enter the bathroom they have to say this prayer. That is the most silly stupid religion. What shaitan will play? And how come shaitan play with the anus with the Muslims only? And I
Yeah,
want I
that's
want a
true.
Muslim to prove it to me that really shaitan he play with your anus. Put a video camera. Let us take a shot of your anus before and after. Do you feel anything
That's
really Muslims? Do you feel somebody playing with your anus when you go in the bathroom without praying?
that's true. That's true. Anyways, thank you very much for answering my question.
You're welcome, my
God
friend.
bless you and make you continue doing your work and convert all the Muslims in the world, hopefully, to Christians.
The Lord will
Hopefully.
convert them to that.
By the grace of
I
God.
mean to that. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
I convert no one, and I will never be able to convert no one. The Lord, He help people. He use us as tools, and we are the tools to use for good reasons. And Muslims, they are free to choose or not, not to choose. I'm showing them from their books that cannot be anything to do with God. There is no way a prophet of God he will say what is in the front of us on the screen. That is not what a good decent man would speak of.
You see, guys, if Muslims would only open their hearts and minds free from fear, bias, or inherent loyalty and truly investigate the foundations of Islam, many would be shocked by what they uncover. They would see teachings that contradict reason, justice, and even morality. Once the veil of blind faith is lifted, it becomes clear Islam cannot stand under the weight of critical scrutiny. And for those brave enough to seek truth over tradition, the only honest response is to walk away. So, anyway guys, thank you all for being in here. Please don't forget to watch, like, and share our videos. Thank you all. God bless you. Bye bye.